What's up, guys and girls? My name's Nick, and I'm pleased to present to you the CCC Season 3 Week 1 match between Lepton Litwicks and Mossdeep City Milotics. Sebastian, who coaches the Milotics, is currently the reigning champion of the league, so you know he's going to be bringing an A game. And Jack, who coaches the Litwicks, has not had a bad showing in either of the previous two seasons. This is going to be a very good match. Looking down the teams, you can see both are very strong. On the Litwicks, the legends they now have, as the legends are now introduced for every team, Thunderous Incarnate with Prankster and a very high special attack is incredibly scary. And then for the Milotics, the Urshifu Rapid Strike, that signature ability to be able to go through Protect and its signature move of the triple hitting, very hard hitting Water Strikes that always crit, as overpowered as you can get. I think this is going to be fantastic to watch. Let's see what happens. So, we are going to be watching this from the point of view of Sebastian with the Milotics. You can see bringing the Urshifu, Salamence, Marowak, Electivire, Miltank, and the Cottonee, with Jack opting for, no Thunderous, the Gigalith, Sceptile, Primarina, Excadrill, Electabuzz, and Weavile. So, both bringing probably, I imagine, what the other was kind of expecting. I must admit, I would have thought that the Thunderous was going to be there from Jack, especially with it being obviously the at the type advantage over Sebastian's Legend. We'll have to see if it comes in any of the later games. Looking down there, you've got the Rosalie Berry on the Salamence. That might help against the Primarina. Life Orb on that Urshifu. That's going to be doing a lot of damage. Questions obviously remain surrounding what Jack items are going to be there. But Jack probably has the more natural speed with the Weavile, and potential for the Excadrill in Sand with the Gigalith. So what are the leads then? Okay, starting out that Prim and the Weavile. Going for the Electivire Salamence from Seb. That Intimidate probably helping there against the Weavile. So, Salamence going for the Protect, probably because of the fake out pressure. Then what's the Electivire going to go for? Yep, straight up damage. This should probably do a lot against that Primarina if it connects. This opening turn could have massive ramifications throughout the rest of the match if either one of them gets it right. I like the Protect play there. You've got to be careful against fake outs whenever it's brought to a match. Oh, but choosing to protect the wrong Mon, that's going to hurt. Yeah, with big damage done there against McQueen, the Electivire. Salamence going for the Tailwind. That'll give it the speed control that it probably needs. And is he going to switch? I think if you get the speed up, you're probably okay with the either Thunder Punch or even just to follow me to be safe. He has the Rosalie Berry on the Salamence, so he's probably alright. Yeah, going for that Thunder Punch. Oh, a switch though. Into the Excadrill, reading it beautifully. Oh, and the Ice Punch takes it down. Wow. Resisting the Thunder Punch, that is not going Seb's way at all. This is huge for Jack. Litwicks in a commanding position now. Didn't manage to get that Tailwind set up. This Miltank not looking like it's going to be able to do an awful lot. Toxic on the Weavile. Interesting play. And then he surely has to be careful of this Excadrill. That Gigalith could still well be in the back, which would make the Excadrill incredibly fast. And you can tell here Sebastian clearly doesn't know which way to go with this. The Protect, probably the safest move here. No switching from a Gigalith. In fact, Protect from both sides. Okay, knockoff going into the Protect, and then basically the only move that's happened here is the Toxic. However, with both Protects now out of the way, this means that you know there's going to be damage coming through. Electivire in a very tricky situation here. The Weavile will be faster no matter what, and the potential for the Excadrill to be faster is also definitely there, depending on if a Gigalith comes out. But it doesn't. Instead, the knockoff taking the KO there. And in the same process, Jack learning the item about the Expert Belt. Seismic Toss not doing huge amounts of damage. Oh, we do see the Life Orb there on the Excadrill, which means that Miltank took it incredibly well. That is really bulky. It's all coming down to this Urshifu, though, as the Miltank is not doing huge amounts of damage. Setting up the rain, not a bad shout. And Protect, yeah. Waiting for the rain to be set up, and then those Surging Strikes, or Aqua Jet, are going to be doing so much damage. Sebastian clearly on the back foot here, but not letting up, still going for it. Heading back to the Primarina here. Knocks off the leftovers, so the Miltank is going to be needing to use its milk drink if it wants to survive indefinitely. So the rain now set up, but Sebastian has to be wary of that Primarina with the potential fairy moves being so damaging. How much can this Thunder Punch do? Oh, but the knockoff goes first, meaning the Life Orb is gone. And that is an incredibly bulky Primarina. And with that, Game 1 is wrapped up. Well done, Jack. 1-0 to the Litwicks. Now, the question is, how are the coaches going to adjust for Game 2? Okay, Sebastian looking down at the Cottony. That prankster tailwind could be crucial in actually being able to go first and really get some damage down. You can see he's thinking about the Urshifu, but obviously very worried about that Primarina after seeing just how well it took the Thunder Punch there. Then bring the Marowak in the back. And Salamence as well. Scary picks, but will it be enough to turn this around for him? Same lead from Jack. Now, again, we've got that fake out pressure here. Switching straight into the Marowak. Not a bad shout if they're going to go for the fairy moves from the Primarina. Yeah, this was a good read from Sebastian. Now, the real question is, can he follow up? Tailwind and a Poltergeist. This could do a lot of damage. And you can't think that Jack's going to be scared with the Primarina versus the Marowak. So no switches. Oh, the miss! Oh, that is devastating with the knockoff taking the KO there. Oh no, Sebastian not in a good spot. The Dazzling Gleam taking the Cottony down to its Focus Sash. This is awful for Sebastian right now. He knows the Thunder Punch doesn't even come to half damage on the Primarina. He's got to be worried. Now, he does have the Tailwind. Oh, the Tickle. Maybe that does enough. But going for the Protect, you have to wonder if Primarina's going to stick around once this Tickle's gone off. The only thing I can think is that Sebastian's obviously counting on getting a second Tickle off, but surely that Dazzling Gleam... It is repeatedly using Dazzling Gleam, so you do have to think maybe this might have a choice item on it. Either choice Specs or choice Scarf. Intimidate coming out, but probably not going to be doing all that much, particularly versus that Primarina. And going for the Heat Wave. That's smart, because if there is the switch to the Excadrill, the double Thunder moves in there could be the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, well read from Sebastian there. The Protect, that's not going to do anything versus the Urshifu. Will survive the Heat Wave, but how does Excadrill take it? Surprisingly well. And these surging strikes going to put the knockout on the Weavile. Yeah, getting some knockouts, I think, is exactly what Sebastian desperately needs here. But we're back to the Primarina. And that Urshifu and the Salamence cannot be happy to be seeing that. Okay, so we see there one last turn of Tailwind. Weighing up his options. As much as the Litwicks are probably in the lead here. Oh, switch out. It's not over and done with yet. Gigalith comes out. This will raid the speed, but with the Tailwind still in effect. Surging Strike should still pick up the KO here, probably. So I'm pretty sure that's what Seb went for. Yeah, absolutely. Ripping through that Protect. It is such a scary move. And with it hitting multiple times as well, even Pokemon with Focus Sash are just no match for it. The Tailwind down now, though. So if this Primarina is a choice item, and if that choice item happens to be a Scarf, Seb is in a lot of trouble. Does he go for the Thunder Punch into the Prim or the Surging Strikes into the Gigalith? This is the question at this point. Or rethinking the turn altogether. Doubling in on that Primarina. With the Salamence going first, it's almost certainly not Choice Scarf. But that's not enough to pick up the KO. The Rosalie Berry pops, so Salamence should probably take this well. The Urshifu, on the other hand, does not and goes down. So this is a 1v2 situation. And the final move of Stone Edge there will pick up the KO from the Gigalith, taking this to a 2-0 victory for Jack. GG to both players there. That was an absolute fantastic showing. Obviously, a shame for Sebastian not being able to pick up the win, but you know he will be coming back fighting even harder next week. Litwicks, on the other hand, off to a phenomenal start for this season. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You all take care. Bye.